Holito Chamawengapa and Tuck Halicio Shata. Um, I'm sitting here and I'm reading this judgment from the International Court of Justice. And I couldn't help but understand that how Moors are, they're quiet on a lot of stuff um, that needs to really be talked about. Um, I feel like blacks are kind of just like um, they know some things amid them. Like some of them know some things, but like a lot of them, they just the subject of black, like blacks in general, are like just used as collateral. Like they're just waiting for the next event to happen and to be victims of it. There's no like hardcore research groups among black people. Like us Moors, like Moors, we're just like blackamoors, like we know stuff like ahead of time before it's going to happen. Um, I'm sitting here and I'm reading this, and it's like this lady here. I think she's Ugandan or something like that. She's like pure African, right? Her name is Judge Sabu Tende. Um, she went against a favor in finding that the United States was under obligation to pay reparations to the Republic of Iran for injurious consequences and violations of international orders referred to in sub paragraph 3 and 6 above. Um, so, United States, it's been decided, right? And she went against this as well. She went against this as well. So like we're trying to get the United States from under like using black people as collateral because we don't want to lose people, man. Like we want to save as many people as we can. And like she probably saw this, and this is just my thoughts, right? I could be wrong, but I feel like I'm right. Um, she tried her best to like make sure like this didn't go through, but like you see what's happening now with like immigrants coming to America and using a tax dollar because like American can only afford so much in his budget. So they're at a sequence where they have to wait for quarters to happen where they can increase the budget and get investments. So they're gonna have to figure this out because like just reading this is from the International Court of Justice. They have to pay the Islamic Republic of Iran reparations and compensation. They have to pay them. It's obligated. The case has already been won. This is a judgment. So I downloaded this, and I see like Kamala Harris in the news. I see Joe Biden in the news, and I see Donald Trump in the news. Donald Trump tries to come off as like offstandish, like he knows everything that was happening. Like he doesn't talk about this right here. Like I had to search for this like at my own leisure and find out when was the United States going to be brought up on war crimes. So that hasn't happened yet, and like a lot of people probably don't want to see that happen. They just want to see the United States dissolve, and they want to see like black people put back into government. Um, but like black people aren't making an effort to get back in government. Um, and I see this because like I look at the colleges, I look at the programs, like the people on the programs, like they don't carry themselves with professionalism. The people in the colleges, they're kind of just out for their own self gratification. They're not worried about other people's politics. And I say this because like I see Roland Martin's program on YouTube every other day, and like The people that's on there, it's not diverse. Like it's a bunch of bourgeois people, um, a bunch of French looking people. So like I see things like in the domestic programs, like people in the people in the domestic programs, like these departments and stuff like that, they carry themselves with like I'm just here to do my job. I'm not here to do anything else. Like they don't know what's really going on. Like they're not to be dependent. And there's an interdependence problem too. Like you can't trust anyone who today that you see. Because a lot of people there they don't have courage to be honest. They don't have courage to be truthful, and they don't have courage to help others. Um, and I always worry like, am I the only one who has this information that's reading? Because there should have been a video done on this subject of America having to owe and question other states' reparation. All right, so like the Supreme Court is going to have to touch on this. There is going to have to get into court. And like, I want to use this. I'm going to file um, a question in court today. I'm going to use this as a document because I feel like the United States needs to be remanded, and they also need to be reprimanded. Like, we need to see new faces that's um like we can't do that if like because there's a huge problem like when you think about government, like they're not just going to put anybody into government. And then when you see like the people who are old first interest in government, like dark skinned people, people who come from the Anasazi, they're not going to put those people back into government if they don't exist. So like she was the only West African to like go against this. And is there going to be, because she I can see right now, like you think about like what has happened with the Jews being paid reparations. Does she see Iran being like another Jewish state being paid reparations? Like, does she see that? Because like there's so many incremental mechanisms in like paying a nation reparations and like how these citizens will react to being paid. Um, does that mean that the people are going to come over here, seek asylum, and like cause further um, problems with the people that's already living here that's from these areas? You see what I mean? So this is what she probably could have been thinking when she chose to go against Iran getting reparations. Because on surface, it just looks like, okay, Iran is getting reparations. They're a Muslim state. They're victims to the United States globalization of Christianity and domination and Catholicism. Like we look at it on the surface as that. But she's looking at something completely different. You see what I mean? So it's like before you start giving nations reparations, like governments have to be and like we can't do anything because like women aren't having the stock of children that you would think are up from um, airship. You know what I mean? So it's like you have a company of people here on this side of the globe who have airship. Then you have people here that's with them who don't have airship. So it's like, what do you do with the people that do have airship? And the people who have airship looks like Sabun today. Um, they look like her. So it's like, where can you get these people and where can you find them to make sure they're not left out of the discussion? So that's how I see this right here. Those are my thoughts. I feel like my facts are in place. I just think that there's going to have to be like there's going to have to be um, a study on this because when they talk about they're going to do study reparations and all that task forces and stuff, they're going to have to see like where the errors at. Like because like I don't know what you're studying reparations for if um the United States have just been brought up on a war charge because Iran they won the case. So stay on the lookout, read their affairs, see what Iran is doing. You know what I'm saying? Because they may do a complete 360. They may go from being Muslims to being Jews now. You just never know. Like you need to study their politics. So I would say congrats to the Islamic Republic over there, the ones who are staying Moors, the ones who are staying Muslims, the ones who are going to stay in their lands and build it up. We need to be kind to people who fought heavy and hard to maintain justice on this state. So big ups to all of these people here, judges. Law is on the right side as always. There's never a wrong law. So these people they did justice. The judges it was 13-2 and 14-1. So you gotta love it, man. Um, I'm going to see if I can find more information on this judge who went against it. Saboon today. I'm going to see if I can find more information on her because I did send her a letter in around 2017, but I never got a response from her. So great peace, great knowledge, Yakoki.